Hello, everybody. Oop, probably should undeafen and unmute. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Is there supposed to be a map here?
There is.
I will reload then.
I will clear the fogs of war, because that usually is what causes that problem.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I see it.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and switch over on the overlay. This is going to be like 100% improvisation, which I know is always everybody's favorite.
That's kind of how a lot of my sessions went as a GM, so I feel you.
If you want, so you'll feel a little safer, I'll probably so that there's not just two people involved. I'll probably have like Irina follow you guys around during the session, and actually, so I suppose we should probably address this because currently it's only been mentioned in party only and in my personal DMs with Hound. So, for those watching the VOD, and I suppose Kyle, if Kyle's here, as an announcement, Hound has decided to step away from this campaign. He's had other stuff going on, and this was the odd thing out, which is, no big deal, understandable. So we're going to work on a way to get Oswin out of the game relatively soon, probably next session. Originally, I was going to do that this session, but I don't want to move the party on to Vallaki just yet, because not everybody's here, and I'd like everybody to be here for that. So, we're going to be this is going to be a shorter session, and we're probably not going to be doing anything like super consequential, but I just thought I'd address that. And the reason that I brought it up is because I'm actually thinking that I might like write out a full character sheet equivalent to your guys' level for Irina, so that she can help you if we're in a situation where, like, we're a party member down. Because if there's only going to be 4 people in the group, then playing with one person down means that you're now a party of 3. And I think there's a much bigger difference in power level between a party of 3 compared to 4, as there is with 4 compared to 5. I was already playing Irina in such a way where she wasn't really participating very much, because you were already a party of 5 and I didn't want it to be a party of 6. But if it's the difference between 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, that's okay with me, and I'll probably just have her be a sort of GMPC-ish. Not going to have her name in the overlay or anything, but I will probably have a proper character sheet for her. And for the moment, I'll just use the stats that I have in my reference thing. The book recommends that I play her just as like a I think it's a noble as the character type, but the Legend of Barovia version is a little bit more fleshed out than that, and that's the version that I'll use for today until I have a moment to make one for her myself. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna pick things up on the night after you guys left the old mill. So you weren't sure exactly what to do about that, but given that Irina is in danger and you need to get your business in Vallaki resolved, you guys decided to move on, at least for the moment, before dealing with the situation at the windmill any further. Particularly given the warnings issued by the Ravens. And so, this is now the following evening after that, is what I'm gonna say. And, the party has encamped about a mile north of, the old mill. You found a reasonably defensive hill, on which you could make camp. And, Kellen, I would like you to make a survival check on, like, how well you set up the camp. against potential
All
invaders.
right. Survival is.
Also, I think the Girahim music is maybe a little overdramatic for this situation.
I don't actually hear the music, if in case it's supposed to be playing.
I don't think you guys are going to be able to hear the music, unfortunately, but I can hear it.
Okay. That's gonna be a 10.
Okay.
So,
You do this. You do the best you get. You do the best you can under the circumstances, to find an area that's reasonably well defended. However, it's still somewhat exposed, and so you feel that it's best to have a fairly substantial watch system in place to guard against any nasty things you might find.
well, there are plenty of us, so I think we can do that.
Yeah. And also, one of us doesn't need to sleep nearly as long.
Which one is that?
You're the elf, right?
Oh, that's me.
Oswin remarks, "Oh yes, certainly. I will be happy to have the opportunity to sleep, as people do."
Yeah. If elves don't sleep much, I guess that's me. I wasn't aware, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's also true. So elves in D&D don't require sleep. You are in fact immune to sleep effects. All you have to like meditate for a few hours in order to rest yourself.
Oh, that's funny. That's definitely a Lord of the Rings thing too.
It isn't? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, elves and the kind of the Dunedain that Aragorn was. Anyway, so since I have good dark vision too, I think it makes sense for me to do as much of the watch as I can.
Okay.
And I can also do the alarm. I don't know how often you can use spells. I don't know if it's like once per day, once per session, how it works.
So, your character has a number of spell slots that's determined by their class level. Actually, no, it's by your
Okay.
character level, but it's determined by the class you are, and you get to expend all of your spell slots between long rests. You recover your spell slots at each long rest.
Okay.
So, however many spell slots you have, you can use that many spells of a given level. So, I assume you don't have level 2 spells yet. So, you'll just have a group of level 1 spell slots that you're allowed to use for any of your level 1 spell options over the course of your adventuring day.
Okay, yeah, I switched my sheet over to spells, but it just has a list of the things I know. There are slots on here, but I don't know.
Let me see.
I can mark them. But
Looking at your sheet, you have 3 spell slots of level 1. So that means that over the course of one long rest, you're able to use any of those 5 spells a total of 3 times. So if you want to cast 3 alarms, that'll be all your slots. Or if you want to cast any combination, you can do that too.
Okay, I wasn't keeping track of that before.
That's okay. I don't think you ever had to cast more than 3 spells between long rests.
No. Okay. So, to indicate that I've used something, I just mark slots expended.
Yeah, you'll check off one
here.
of those boxes each time you cast a spell during the day.
Okay.
And then you'll reset the boxes during long rest.
Okay, gotcha. So, I'll set up an alarm. It lasts 8 hours, so that's pretty much the full night. Or almost the full night.
Yes.
And area within range no larger than a 20-foot cube. Okay, so it may not cover all entry points. It's a 20-foot cube.
I think we decided it's a 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Which means
Well,
that the distance you have out from the fire would be out to, like, here. So it's basically to the edge of where the light spreads right now. That's how big your alarm
okay.
radius
So
is.
basically just like our immediate campsite.
Well, I'd probably want to put it at the entry point here, like, it looks like... oh, I can't.
Are you not
I
allowed to
can't point.
do that? That's weird. I will go ahead and promote you, and hopefully that fixes it.
I don't know why you have to be promoted to do basic stuff. It's very odd.
I might be
what was
able to
the
change
issue?
that in, like, the default rules when I set up a room, but I also don't know how to do that either, so...
Oh. I wasn't pressing the right button before, and now I am, so I don't know if that actually was required to promote me, but anyway.
Doesn't matter, you're promoted anyway.
I think we figured out in the past it is required.
Okay, so it looks like...
Oh, sorry, actually, before we do anything else, I wanted to ask you, Size, do you have a Hero Forge character model for Kellen?
I made one a long time ago, but like when we were first starting, but I don't know if I can get it back.
It should save to your Hero Forge account if you're logged in. I ask because I recently picked up the like subscription package that allows you to have a bunch of the models downloaded. So if you find a way to send me your model, or just like send me a picture of what it looks like, I could remake it and then get it to you in game.
Okay.
Anyway, if you get a minute, like between sessions, to pull that up, I would appreciate it if you could send it to me, and then we'll get it in.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a photo, but it'd be easier if I could just somehow send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just been using this basic model.
That model's not too bad. It feels a little bit lonely to have that for you, and then everybody else has this nice, like, multicolor thing.
Yeah, I would want to spend a lot of time to make it right, and I haven't had the time.
I don't blame you.
I did make something, but anyway. Anywho.
Yeah, I mean, once you get into it, stuck there for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
If you'd rather take your time and work on it over a little while before you bring the model in, that's totally fine. I get it. I just want to know whether you actually had one or not, because if you didn't, then I could make one for you.
No, I've got something. I just would have to find it.
All right.
Oh, so I was trying to remember what I was doing. Oh, disconnect from server.
Yeah, TTS crashed, I think, for me, and kicked you both out.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. That's all good. Well, I guess while you're loading it back again, I'll find my photo. Where is it?
I think the room should be back up if you're able to rejoin.
Okay. Dang, I don't know where we put it. Maybe is it downloads? Oh, no. Heck, I don't know. I put it in the Discord when we were first starting.
It might be in somewhere way back in party chat?
Yeah, it's gonna be there somewhere way back. I don't know where I saved it on my PC. But okay, yeah, I think I'm back in. I just have to pick my color. So I was looking at this hill, and I think it looks like there's 2 entry points. Okay, yeah, I cannot use the arrow without being promoted.
Wow, that's really weird. Well, I will go ahead and promote you again.
So, like, on the left and the right sides, you can see where the path winds around this, these trees in the middle. I think those are the 2 entry points. So I could set up a single alarm down here where they merge, or I could set one here and then myself watch the other.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Is alarm a concentration spell? Because I'm curious whether you're able to actually cast more than one. This seems like the kind of thing that would be a concentration spell, but I'm not sure.
Casting time 1 action, range 30 feet, 8-hour duration. I don't know where it would say concentration.
Oh, I can just check the player's handbook.
Also, I put a reply in party chat for you, Size. I found the picture way up there.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's it.
It actually doesn't require concentration.
I would assume not, because the idea is you can sleep with this on.
Yes, yeah, it would be weird if it required concentration while you were asleep. How does one concentrate while asleep?
I guess if you're a pro.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or just, like, get good, be an elf.
Yeah, exactly.
Only one of the superior race can make use of this spell. Was that a sufficiently elfish thing to say?
Yeah, they're very snotty, or not snotty, snobby. Okay, I've got the photo. I'll send it to you.
Cool.
So, yeah, unless there's, like, another entry point that I don't see, I think we can do that. I think I'll set my alarm here and then watch here.
We can assume that it's, like, heavily wooded along the bottom area here.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I'll set it to... I have to keep... Nope.
Oh, where did the book go?
Let me do it this way. Okay, there.
I left Curse of Strahd somewhere. One sec.
Okay. I will set this to not trigger when any of the party enters it.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be audible for everybody.
Okay. So you can set it to be audible for people besides you, people beside yourself, or not.
Well, I assume if it's audible, then whoever is around can hear it. I meant when I said everybody, I meant like it produces an actual sound, is what I assume it's doing. So it's heard by everybody in the area because it's either mental or audible. So mental would only be me being made aware, but audible is everybody within earshot. So I guess it would, tell the intruder that they've been detected because it makes a noise that they can hear. But I think that's important to get everybody on their feet immediately if needed. So I think I'll do that. And okay, yeah, let's do that. So I will cast that. It's not doing the arrow thing. Weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe... Oh, there it goes. Okay, they all happened at once.
I got
Must
it.
have been loading. So over there, and then I'm going to be kind of standing watch hereabouts. So that way, the rest of the party can rest, for those who need such things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all I want to do to prep. I don't think any other spells are relevant. I could make a fog cloud around all of us. That is concentration, and only up to an hour. So that would require continuous, like, recasting, which seems a waste. So I think I'll just do the alarm. That's probably good enough.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Right. So, you cast the alarm spell. What is Janora doing?
Probably just, like, getting her own stuff set up, and if Kellen's taking the watch, then she'll probably get ready to sleep. Keeping all
Okay.
her stuff by her. Paranoid dumbass she is.
The rest of the group settles for a night's sleep, while Kellen stands watch. The others bid you good night, and you struggle into a light and restless sleep. After some time, possibly hours, you hear a rustling, and upon waking, you look over and notice that Allister has left his bedroll.
Oh.
Ah, that's a problem.
I think we don't want him to leave.
Kellen, I would like
Well,
you to
great.
make a perception check since you were on watch, but you're going to make this with disadvantage because you were not watching for your own party members.
Yeah.
So your back would have been turned to him walking away.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. I have to reload that first page of my character sheet. So, perception. Okay. You said disadvantage?
Yes.
One was a 17, so... Oh, that was the low roll.
You only rolled one die.
I clicked roll disadvantage.
Yeah, so the way it works is you have to
Yeah,
make
add
two
the second
d20s
die.
and then click roll disadvantage,
Oh.
and then it'll take
Then
the
I'll
rest
just click.
automatically.
I'll just click the regular roll button.
Yep, and then we'll pick whichever one was lower. Probably the next one.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, it was that one.
Oh.
That's what disadvantage does for you. So, yeah, Kellen, you are totally oblivious to Allister's disappearance. What does Janora do about this?
So I have no idea he's even gone.
Correct.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
So I would have heard it?
Yes. You were awoken by a rustling sound, and upon opening your eyes, you noticed that Allister was not in his bedroll.
I'm just literally thinking it must have been the wind.
I'm picturing your character as like one of the guards from a Bethesda game.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
Guess it was nothing. Kellen has like Metal Gear Solid 1 eyesight.
And look around. So, did I see him leave or just hear it?
You were awoken by a rustling sound, but you didn't actually see him leave.
All right. So yeah, if that's all she heard, she's gonna look around first.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Amazing. A whole
Well,
11.
better than mine.
All the others in the party are accounted for, but Allister is indeed not in the camp.
Kellen, did you see Allister leave?
Yeah, isn't he sleeping? Or is he not? Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not here now.
I guess I should make the board consistent with what's actually going on.
Okay, first things first. Everyone else still here?
As far as I can see.
Okay. Don't know how he got by both of us. Is anything else missing? Like his equipment, his weapons, anything he may have taken?
I would like you to make an investigation check.
All right. Well, it's not as good as my perception. Oh, never mind. 22.
You search around the camp, and particularly you look through Allister's things. Fortunately, after traveling for a while, you have a good idea of what he typically carries on him, and you find his pack along with most of his equipment, including his sword, among other important things. However, notable in its absence is the old battered longsword you found last night.
Where did we find that again?
In the
At
old
like
watchtower.
the ruins tower place before the
Oh,
window.
did they give it to him?
He took
no,
it.
it was in a chest that we were paranoid about.
Oh. I forgot about that chest. Well, let's hope it hasn't possessed him or something like that. Great. Okay. So one of us should go looking for him, but probably not both of us. My
As you discuss this, the two of you turn toward Irina's voice. Sorry, light sleeper, what's going on?
Well, we are one short, it seems.
Seems Allister's taken off. Which, that of itself is odd, but he's left all his things except for that longsword we found. Something's not right here.
Oh, terrific.
He must not be in his right mind.
And we certainly can't go on a man short. What should we do about it?
Well, perhaps we should Perhaps two of us should look, and one of us stay. I don't want to send just one person out alone. Well, what's, oh gosh, it crashed again.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Or at least I disconnected.
Yeah, so did I.
No, both of you disconnected.
Oh, is your game still open?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me rejoin then.
It might just be a network thing. Don't know.
Okay.
My stream quality seems fine, so I don't think it's on my end. But it could be just TTS's servers.
Yeah. Okay, loading.
The other thing is, I also have loaded in some new maps in this that are at 8K resolution, and so it's possible that there's a little bit more latency as a result of the larger file size that it's storing. Although I don't think it stores that stuff in memory until I load it in through OneWorld.
Well, I know this game is quite a memory hog, so it could be.
I can't wait to buy a new computer.
Yeah, I've gone without for so long, but I've got so many other expenses. Okay, so Irina, how do you feel about staying behind while the two of us go look?
You sure you don't want me to come with you?
Well, if you... I mean, I would hate to leave no one here standing guard.
Then the two of us can go, and you can stay here and keep watch.
I could.
Your eyes are better than mine.
Oswin volunteers to stay here and guard the camp along with Vesper. You note, by the way, that Oswin does not appear tired at all. No bags under his eyes or anything. He seems totally normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's totally normal.
Well, if you want to watch Oswin or any of you, you should only have to watch over here. I've set this alarm to sound a bell if something crosses it over on this side. So you will hear it, and I will hear it.
You won't hear it if you're more than a mile away, by the way.
That's true, yes. So hopefully he's not more than a mile away.
I think the effect should still be there, right? Like, I actually don't know what the range of it is in terms of the effect of the spell.
The casting range is 30 feet, but it's, like, as long as I'm within a mile, I'll hear it. But, that it doesn't say that it stops working. It just says, if I'm within a mile, I will hear the alarm mentally.
Yes, you're right. So that's interesting. So you create a permanent alarm thing. Well, a temporary alarm thing that stays in position wherever you are. Cool. I didn't know that it worked that way. That is a neat spell.
Yeah. I like utility spells more than, like, fireball stuff.
That is particularly good for Ranger, and that is particularly good for this campaign.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more times when Alarm is useful than there are when Fireball is going to be useful. Not that Fireball isn't useful, but there's only one type of problem that Fireball solves. Unless you're particularly adventurous or particularly a pyromaniac.
Yeah. Well. Alright, so the rest of you, or whoever among you wants to stay and watch, feel free. We're going to go looking. We don't really have an idea of where he would have gone. We just have to...
How would you like... would you like to try and figure out where he went, somehow?
Yeah, if we can do a new test for that. Since we didn't see where he went, or we kind of missed him leaving, I thought we would have no idea, but...
What would you like to do?
But yeah, we can check for tracks. It's hard to see in the night, but I think I would have an easier time of it.
Does your character has dark vision, right?
Yeah.
We
Then
both do.
In
But
that
his
case,
is
you wouldn't be
slightly better.
disadvantaged.
Okay. So
Is-
we can look for tracks. I imagine that
Go ahead.
I imagine that he has a decent amount of weight to him if he's got a lot of gear.
Yeah, he's also like 6'3" or something.
Yeah, so I imagine his tracks would be easier to find. So we can do that. That's really the only thing we can go on.
Is Janora trained in survival?
No, my roll for it's okay, but I'm not proficient.
Okay, so you're not able to help on this roll, but I am going to give you a +2 circumstance bonus because you're familiar with Kellen. Kellen, of course, you're familiar with Kellen. Kellen is you. You're familiar with Allister, and
Of course, I know him. He's me.
Yes. You're familiar with Allister, and so you know what his tracks ought to look like. And also, he's a fairly large and heavy person when laden with gear. So
Yeah.
So you get +2 in addition to your normal bonus on survival. Go ahead. Noel.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. That's a nat 20.
Wow.
Okay.
I am a man of extremes tonight.
Kellen was... Kellen. I'm gonna keep doing that, aren't I? Allister was apparently making no effort to cover his tracks in any way or stay hidden, and you were very easily able to pick up his trail, which heads south, back the way you came.
Back to the mill. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I'm as soon as I realize he's going south, I'm just gonna say, hey, I think he's going back to the mill. So let's be prepared for that. But they lead this way, which is where we came.
Alright, let's go then.
Okay. The two of you strike out from the camp. Are you traveling on foot or mounted? It'll be very difficult to track while on a horse.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
I
that
would
would.
assume on foot.
Yeah.
Oh
We'll
no, I
just
think it might be
see
about
where
to
it
kick you
leads.
out. Oh, no, never mind. It was just slow on my end.
It's just slow in general.
My frame rate is terrible. There's
Yeah,
a lot of objects here. I might want to try and clear out some of these at some point to hopefully make it run a little bit smoother. We don't necessarily need all of this crap. Like these little like bags of tiny dice. I think everybody is using the built-in ones, so we could probably just like get rid of all but one of those or something. Anyway, I'll work on that between streams. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the party off this. I actually forgot to check whether Irina is trained in survival, but it's irrelevant because even if she is, help gives you advantage and you rolled a nat 20, so you couldn't possibly do better. Okay, so,
Funny, I can pick his tracks out immediately, but have no idea he left in the first place.
Different strengths for different people. So your camp was located, like, here, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you keep so you track him for a while. Are you going to make an attempt to be stealthy as you track in order to avoid running into anything nasty? Or are you concentrating entirely on finding Allister?
If trying to be stealthy is going to slow us down, I don't think I'm that interested in trying.
Okay.
I'd rather get to him before he gets in trouble.
Yeah. And if he wasn't making any effort to, like, conceal himself when he left, then I don't think no one would see a reason to try to stealth to follow him.
Yeah. I would agree.
Alright, in that case, I would like... Who in this group has the worst stealth, do we think? Irina is not trained.
Mine is probably bad.
You know what? Actually, I'd like everybody to make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Mine is a 2 stealth.
Yeah, yours is definitely worse than mine. Mine's like a 5, because I'm proficient in it.
The ranger is worse in stealth than the monk? What?
I'm not proficient in it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know why I didn't pick it, but...
To be fair, my proficiency only is because of my background.
You said disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Irina rolled a 13.
Oh, I only have 1d20 again. Well, that's probably going to be my roll. So either a 5 or...
That's okay. You don't, now that you've rolled that, we don't need to roll anything else. Including Janora.
Ah.
Well, just in case I got a 1 or a 2. But, yeah.
You follow the tracks along the road for about 15 minutes before all of a sudden you become conscious of your not being alone.
Sweet.
Make a perception check.
Who's making it?
Well, there's mine, I guess.
Not Kellen, because Kellen is tracking.
Not me. Dang it. Okay. Well, I rolled well, so bummer.
I'll just use Irina's passive perception.
Am I rolling it too?
Sure. Okay, so fortunately you're not caught by surprise, as you note that both ahead and behind of you are a pair of humans brightly dressed in the manner of Vistani. They approach the three of you with their eyes clearly fixed on Irina. Upon seeing that you're aware of them, one coming from the party ahead of you steps out of the shadows and opens the hood of her lantern. The glow of the bullseye lantern slowly grows to illuminate all three of you. In the darkness, the sudden light is practically blinding. You were unwise to split up, friends. Hand her over.
How many of them are there?
2 ahead, 2 behind.
2 ahead, 2 behind. You were unwise to approach us.
She smiles. Do you know who this woman is you carry with you? How much has she told you? Irina looks to you uncertainly.
I make it a policy of not knowing too much.
She grins even more broadly. You really are unwise. Well, since you value knowledge so little, all you need to know is that our master has business with her. She will come with us. or the two of you will die, and she will come with us anyway. She draws a wicked-looking rapier.
Well, TTS doesn't want me to fight, apparently.
I'm sorry this is now happening repeatedly. While you're trying to come back, I will put together a map for this. Unless you just want to let them take Arena.
I don't think there's any way that...
I mean, I won't necessarily stop you.
Yeah. The other players come back like, so what happened? Our VIP got
we just let
lost.
it go. It's nothing to worry about.
Like, oh no, did she get captured? Well...
Oh, sweet, it's Marble Gallery. I'm gonna turn it up.
I so want to say that line from Dragon Age, if you want her, she's yours.
Man, chat never let you live that down, did they?
No, not even a little.
I don't think I ever mentioned this specifically, but, like, I have never played Dragon Age 2, and, like, I don't have the knowledge of the dialogue options, and if I remember, I wasn't paying 100% of attention, but, like, it didn't strike me that your dialogue choice was all that unreasonable. Like, I thought it would be roughly the same thing that you thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Everybody else seemed to think that you were nuts for having that interpretation, but it never struck me as particularly egregious.
Yeah, they know all the options, they know all the outcomes, so it's like... well, it's hard to consider from a new player's perspective, like, the information that they have.
I mean, I think it made sense, given the context.
I forget. Oh, it said take him, that's what it was. Yeah, I thought it was telling
like an
Fenris,
action
let's
rather
go.
than dialogue.
Yeah, like, let's go take him. And not like, here, you can have him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no way out of this, it seems like.
Honestly, the worst part of that thing is, like, every party member is like, Hawk, what the hell? But then Anders is like, no, go for it.
Oh, really? I didn't have Anders with me.
Yeah, he's in full support of it, which, yeah.
Wow, that's messed up.
Isn't Anders the one who's, like, possessed by a demon or something?
A spirit of justice, which then becomes vengeance. Kind of a mix. Kind of gets twisted and makes him very angry all the time.
Was he, like, actually evil or just weird?
It was a spirit from the Fade, and then I guess it got a little... I'm not a Dragon Age lore expert at all, but...
basically just kind of like... It was the spirit of justice, but Anders' own kind of, like... I don't know what the word would be, I guess.
He was possessed,
He's
yes.
very, like, anti-chancery pro-mage, so just... Not... I don't want to say terrorist, but, like, that kind of, like... And so that basically corrupted the spirit into vengeance.
Yeah, I remember the line that he had too much anger, and so justice changed his tone to where, like, there was one time where you're saving some people, and then he almost turns on the people you're saving for some reason. Like, it gets out of control. Crazy dude. Oh, is this where we are?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Are we near the mill, or not really?
I'm assuming you're on the road.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The area you're in is, this area is farmland, but it has been largely abandoned, and this is like the ruins of a farm.
Okay. All right. So, where are we in relation to these surroundings?
I'm gonna place Irina, and then you're welcome to place yourselves anywhere you like relative to her. Give a sense of where you guys are right now. I'm gonna say she's like here.
Okay, since I was following the tracks, I'm probably in front.
Yeah, if you're leading, then I'm gonna take point behind her.
I'm not sure where the front is, actually.
That would be like this area.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be, I guess, in front.
Well, they drew their weapons, then Janora's drawing hers and ready to just fight them.
Yeah, there's no convincing him, it seems. At least not with my powers of persuasion.
You could try.
My persuasion's a 1.
What would you... Are you going to actually try to persuade, or are you just going to attack? You've been given an ultimatum, so there's not a whole lot of options.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not leaving a lot of things on the table. Unless I try to convince them that this is not Irina.
That's an interesting idea. What do you say?
They seem to know for some reason, but okay. I'm just gonna say, oh shoot, what's that? We originally met her in the village of Barovia, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'll just say, wait, you said Irina?
Yes.
I don't think they actually said Irina. Oh, okay, they did. Oh, you know, she is actually in the village of Barovia still. She thought it was unwise to leave, so she stayed. So I suggest if you're looking for her, you return there.
She laughs. You're a poor liar, friend. I never said her name was Irina. Kill them!
I thought they didn't. Oh well. Well, worth a shot.
Always fun to get to use that trick.
I guess we got to roll initiative here.
Yes, I will start the initiative tracker in just a moment. I have to update their stats. As I said, this is entirely improv. So.
Yeah. Let me take a look at my very shallow bag of tricks.
I really ought to make a miniature for, like, just random Vistani, because that's a typical thing to encounter in this world. I would prefer to just use...
You'd certainly have a lot of fun with their weird-ass colors.
Yes. It'll be entertaining to make them. Okay. go ahead and place her. Cool. It's nice that I can just copy-paste them.
Yeah.
And now I can go ahead and start initiative.
Do I still have that rifle?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
It has the same stat line as the generic rifle within my book.
Okay. I'm gonna add it to my equipment then, because I haven't done that.
Yeah, you might as well do that.
Uh,
There we are. Initiative started. And Kellen is first. You rolled a 23 on initiative. Wow.
did I?
You sure did.
I don't remember rolling. Oh,
It
you
rolls
rolled
automatic.
for me. Okay. Okay. Crap.
I'm going to go ahead and put these generic stat blocks here. Please don't look at them. It'll just be easier for me to have this stuff out during the fight. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not even in. I've got the player handbook here to find the equipment. Here we go. Oh, actually, the rifle is on your thing, not
Yes,
this
that's
thing.
right.
The house rules thing, or is it house rules?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's house rules.
Here it is, rifle. It's piercing damage. I guess that makes sense.
I was 50-50 on whether it should be piercing or bludgeoning.
Piercing makes sense. It doesn't really. I wouldn't consider bullet wound to be blunt trauma.
There actually is a great deal of blunt force trauma that results from a bullet wound.
So this is D8. There's no bonus on top of the D8. It's not like your dex or anything like that.
It's the damage die is D8. You also add your you'll also add your dex bonus because it's a dex-based attack.
I guess I forget why the others are +4s. Can't remember why that is. Oh, wait. Oh, it is a 4. Okay.
Janora, which tile are you on?
I have to roll the baby over 1 sec.
Okay.
Probably that one. That was more what I was aiming for.
Sounds good. Oh, I should put on the combat music. It defaulted to Girahim.
Hopefully he stays.
I promise the Vistani don't lick their swords. At least these ones don't. So, what's Kellen gonna do? It's your turn.
Okay. Kellen's probably gonna die, but we'll see what he does in between. Well, I don't know if our rifle ammo is precious or not, but I imagine that's probably quicker to pull out and fire. Actually, no. Let me just use a longbow. I think I don't want to create too much noise.
Mm-hmm. Longbow silent.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll try the longbow and
Who are you shooting?
I'm gonna try. Oh my gosh, this kid is still rolling around.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna try this one here. Is every square like 5 feet, 10 feet?
Oh, the squares are 5 feet. If you'd like to measure a distance, all you have to do is pick up your character, and then if you hold this thing, it'll measure a distance from your character. So this guy is, well, this lady is 20 feet away.
Okay. Alright, I assume that's good range. I don't really remember, actually.
For a longbow, certainly.
Okay. Alright, let's have a go at it here. I'm gonna have to probably rock baby here after my turn.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll.
Ugh. That is not good. I can't imagine that hits. It's only a 6.
You aim true, but the Vistana deflects it with her scimitar.
Well, aren't you impressive? Is that a full round action to draw and fire?
So drawing your weapon is an interaction. You can have an interaction, a bonus action, and an action on your turn.
Okay, so that's probably all I can do.
And one move.
Okay, I'll just get in front of her here.
Yeah, it's one move, one action, one bonus action, one reaction, and one interaction.
Okay. I'll stay here in front of her then. I gotta go rock him for a minute. Hopefully I can be back before my next turn.
Okay. What is Janora gonna do?
How to measure distance again? Just pick her up and here.
Pick up your character and then drag this thing. You can also just pick up your character and that'll measure distance, yeah.
Guess I'll come over here and stab this one with my spear. Or not spear.
your thing that's cooler than a spear. Okay, go ahead and roll. What is your weapon called?
It's weird. It's like Yikola or something.
I'm just... Until I see how it's written, I'm just probably gonna say spear. So...
That's what I've been doing.
Yep. You draw your spear from your back, give it a twirl, and then deliver a potent thrust straight into the arm of this Vistana. Okay, wow, yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. That is entirely too many consonants.
Yep.
How many syllables is that supposed to be? The fun answer is one.
No idea.
Anyway, silly sounds aside, go ahead and roll for damage. 7 damage, nice. I'm gonna label these with different colors so I can tell them apart on the overlay.
Use my bonus action to throw in a punch while I'm there.
Okay.
See how that goes.
That's also a hit. You draw out your spear and then deliver a solid hook with your offhand.
Damn.
Wow. So you just punched a person in a way that was as dangerous as being run through with a spear. That's pretty impressive.
I'll take it. That's
So yeah,
everything I can
the
do.
Vistana isn't dead, but he is in pretty poor shape. The assassin is up now. What is she gonna do? What weapons does she have? Right, a scimitar. So, these people are human, so they can't see in the dark. And so she's going to... Oh, right, I forgot. So I said she had a lantern. So yeah, she's holding a lantern in one hand. So yeah, she can in fact see. Hooray for scene setting. She is going to move toward Kellen. 25 feet, roughly? Yeah. And then she's going to attempt to... What is she going to do? Now, she said she was going to kill you. So, yeah, she's going to... She's going to attack Kellen with her scimitar. I rolled a... What is her attack bonus? 19. Is Slice back? Slice might not be back.
Ah, poor Kellen.
What's Kellen's AC, do you know? I assume it's on her sheet.
Says 16 over here.
Okay, so the 19 is a hit. Ah! Drop the die. Kellen takes... 4 slashing damage. Oh, right, I can do it from this menu. What am I thinking? Gotta remember how my own interface works.
Alright, I'm back.
Just in time, you just got hit. You take 4
no.
slashing damage. And
Okay.
she has multi-attack, so she's going to use her
no.
second attack to attempt to bull rush you, to, like shove you to the ground. So I would like you to contest strength.
Is this a saving throw, or is this a...
Nope.
Okay.
It would be an athletics check if you're proficient in that. Or acrobatics if you want to try and duck out of the way.
I am proficient in athletics.
She rolled a 23.
The only way I can beat that is if I get a natural 20. Or I can match it with a 19.
Well,
but...
you've got a 10% chance then. Tie goes to the defender.
Oh wait, actually I've got a 4 athletics. Okay. No, 17.
Not quite. After slashing at you, she pummels you to the ground with the side of her forearm, driving you prone as she turns her attention toward Irina.
Oh, great. Hopefully she can handle herself.
Irina draws her rapier. Did it advance? No, it did. Irina draws her rapier. And she is going to... Yeah, she's just going to attack. It's a +4. She rolled an 8.
8 total.
Yeah. I don't think an 8's good enough. So, she thrusts at the attacker, but is apparently out of practice, and the Vistana deflects her blow, parrying it with the scimitar.
Okay.
In an effort not to abandon you, she's going to stand her ground and not disengage.
Oh, that's nice.
Next is this one. This Vistana is going to draw her longbow and move to this position behind cover. Then she's going to take a shot at... Kellen's prone, so that's a difficult target, and so instead she's going to shoot at Janora.
Oh boy.
That's a range of 40 feet, and she'll have disadvantage because it's dark and she doesn't have dark vision. It's +4. She rolled an 8 and a 9.
Nice.
It's too dark
Very
and she misses.
consistent.
This Vistana is really badly damaged. She's going to take the disengage action. How fast can they move?
Oh, did you smack that one, DNC?
Oh yeah, that one
I
is
rolled
almost dead.
I did max damage on... No, I rolled max damage on the punch, but I stabbed it too.
Wow. You're gonna carry us.
She did exactly as much damage on the unarmed strike as she did with a pole arm.
Jeez.
Yeah, their speed's 30 feet. She's going to attempt to hop the fence here. Oh, I said this one was male. He's going to attempt to hop the fence here, which requires him to make an acrobatics check. Which is just going to be straight up dex. He failed. So, as he stumbles over the fence, he trips and falls prone. Hello, Sabine.
That was our
Good to
chance.
see you. Hope you're enjoying your trip. Can I flip this? I can. Yeah, I can have it just lie there prone. Cool. And then this one is likewise going to draw her bow and then move to here, remaining more or less in cover, to shoot Janora. She's also going to be
I
at
get the feeling
disadvantage
they don't like me.
from that. From darkness. Oh boy, this one rolled very well. 19?
I believe that does hit.
Oh no, you got shot. You feel a spike of pain as an arrow embeds itself in your, I don't know, shoulder or something.
Ow.
You take 6 piercing damage.
Oof.
You don't have to worry about updating health. I'll keep track of it here.
Okay.
I did the same for Kellen, by the way. You have 15 HP right now.
Yay. It's happening.
Then this guy is gonna step back further behind cover here. Now it's Kellen's turn. You are currently prone.
Right. So, that's probably a move action to stand up.
That's right.
So I'm probably not going anywhere if I'm also attacking. You know, I can probably grapple back and try to hold this person steady so Arena can get a good shot on it.
Okay, interesting.
Because I'm not... I imagine she's probably more effective than I am in close quarters. So to grapple, it is a athletics.
Yeah, you can test athletics. You can use
Test
either.
athletics.
Sorry, you can use either athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Well, my athletics is better,
Okay.
so I will try that.
She will likewise attempt to resist you with athletics. She rolled a 13.
Oh, it was gonna be a 20. I saw it. Ugh. I did not get a 13.
Okay, you stand up from the ground, and as you're standing, you claw toward her, attempting to bring her down with you as you rise, but she dodges out of the way.
This is going very well.
Oh, you're not dead yet.
So I've done my move and my standard.
Yeah, it's an action to grapple. So it'll be if you have another thing you can do as a bonus action, that would be okay.
I don't know what I could spend a bonus action on.
Usually you don't have anything to use for bonus actions unless you have a specific class feature that you can do with it. Like, I think you can cast... There's some spells you can cast as a bonus action. Like, you might, if you want to use Hunter's Mark, you could do it that way. I don't know if there's anything else your character can do that's a bonus action.
Oh, I forgot about Hunter's Mark.
Bonus action is also how you make make an attack with an offhand weapon.
Okay. Yeah. So Hunter's Mark, it is a bonus action, actually.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, let's do
that.
that.
From Celasta.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the person in front of me. Extra 1d6 damage whenever I hit it with a weapon,
Yes.
and advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival check I make to find it. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. I'll mark this fella.
Okay, marked.
And I probably should have done it to begin with, but it doesn't really matter because I failed my thing.
Well, that wouldn't help you on a grapple anyway.
Yeah, guess so.
Ooh, it's loading something. What is it loading?
It was my spell sheet. I was
Oh, I see.
crossing off a slot.
Got it.
Alright, I'm done.
The assassin is going to...
Wait, hold on. I didn't go.
Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I advanced it twice. It is, in fact, Janora's turn.
Well, you kind of messed that one's day.
She's not having a good time.
He is prone right now, so I don't know if you could get to him.
While prone, melee attacks against you have advantage, and ranged attacks against you have disadvantage.
Okay, that makes sense. But if he's on the other side of the fence, it might be hard to actually strike him.
Yeah, right now you'd have no line of sight unless you're on that side of the fence, even with a melee weapon.
Yeah, so you'd have to do like a flawless tumble over that fence. And
Yeah.
Or just go around. There's a broken section here that would be just difficult terrain.
would a dwarf make it that far with a move action?
Well, I think monks
35
can
walking
move
speed.
faster, right?
Okay. Well, it's up to you. I think attacking a prone target makes sense for a melee, but there's plenty of targets to go after. You can also try to incapacitate another person who's actively attacking us still.
Yeah, that's like part of me does want to just walk up and stab it, but I was disengaged, so was leaving anyways.
Alrighty.
I think I'm gonna come back over here and try to deal with this one since y'all are having a time.
A bit, yeah. You've got double my health right now.
Alright, I'm gonna try to stab the assassin.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I just noticed the hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep, that's a solid hit. Center mass. Go ahead and roll for damage. Maybe not so much center mass.
Yeah.
What else is Shinora doing?
Debating if I want to spend the key point. No, I'll just do one unarmed strike.
Okay. That is also a hit.
Cool.
Incidentally, you're out of melee range right now, but your movement to get to that position was kind of inefficient, so I'm happy to assume that you were able to get a little bit further. Unless there's a particular reason you didn't want to be in 5 feet reach.
Sorry, what was that? It was loud for me. Okay.
Where you
He just
positioned
nudged you.
yourself was out of range for a unarmed strike.
I probably meant to get like closer.
Mhm.
Just lagged on me when I was setting it down.
Yep, that's what I thought. I moved you to a position where you could certainly
Yeah.
have reached it and you would be in melee range.
Alright, so that was another 5 damage.
Mhm.
And that's all I can do.
Once again, you were doing exactly as much damage with your fist as you are with your polearm. This
So you can, like...
this big wooden thing is just holding me back.
So you're just, like, bopping people with your fist after stabbing them with your polearm?
Basically.
Wow. Excellent.
I
Insult
could do
to
it
injury.
twice, but I didn't want to spend the key point.
The assassin is going to attempt to bull rush Kellen. Contest athletics.
We're just wrestling here.
Yes. She rolled a 22.
Oh, hang on. I need to fix this. Why is she such a pro wrestler? She doesn't need to be doing this.
She's good
Go.
at the dodge and weave thing.
Yeah. Once again. About half the result.
So, Kellen, you are shoved 5 feet this way, and she moves to the place where you just were. Also, she's too big for this map.
Man, I'm not making a good show of myself here.
That's alright, you weren't expecting, like, close quarters midnight wrestling.
Certainly not.
I was here for tracking, not Hulkamania. Anyway, now that you're kind of out of the way, she is going to attempt to grab Irina.
Oh dear.
So this is going to be another athletics contest. Rolling against myself. Self-contest. It's like when you play chess solo for practice. She, the Vistana rolled a 19, Irina rolled a 9.
Wow.
So, having shoved you aside, she tosses her lantern to the ground, causing the burning oil to spill out, creating a distraction. That allows her to reach over and grab Irina by the neck. Irina is currently grappled. She's going to attempt to get out. Yeah, so she's going to have to make an acrobatics check. She rolled a 15. That's going to be opposed by the Vistana's athletics, who rolled a 20.
Oh my gosh.
Irina's unable to escape. So instead, she's going to use her assistant foil action in order to give Jinora the ability to make an attack as a reaction. Would you like to do that, Jinora?
Yes.
Okay.
Now's your
I'm
chance.
gonna stab. I'm gonna stab.
Go ahead. Unfortunately, that is not quite enough, and you miss because you're worried that your attack will hit Irina, and so your aim is not quite as sharp as it ordinarily would be. This one, not wanting to draw a skewer to his boss, is going to move a little bit to the side this way, and instead shoot at Kellen, who is now standing up again. This will be disadvantage. This is advantage. Or this is not disadvantage because you're illuminated by the fire on the ground. I think that's an 18.
Wait, did you roll a 15? Or did I miss here?
No, sorry, it's a 19.
Oh, yeah, 19 hits me.
Okay. You take 3 piercing damage. That's the second time these guys have rolled minimum damage.
Well, that's helpful.
Oh, I probably should have muted before I did that. This one is going to stand up from prone. And then take the hide action. What is you guys' passive perception?
Passive perception?
Mm-hmm.
I believe mine should be 13.
Doesn't matter, rolled an 11 on stealth, and that's under Irina's. So, he's unsuccessful in attempting to hide. And instead will simply crouch, take cover.
Alright.
This last one is also going to shoot Kellen.
Poor Kellen.
And this one missed.
Pick me while I'm down.
Well, it's your turn now. Time to get some revenge.
Okay, this is my chance. So I'm trained in 2-weapon fighting. I think I have 2 swords. Yes, 2 short swords. So can I draw those?
Yes, by all
And-
means.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the two-handed approach because I've got a little perk for it here. So
Channeling your inner Driz to Edgelord.
yes, double the edge. Okay, so let me see the two-weapon fighting. One is an action, other's a bonus action.
That's right. So, what does your perk for it do exactly?
It says add ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Ah, okay. So, my understanding is for two-weapon fighting, your first attack is normal. When you perform the offhand attack, by default, you couldn't add your bonus to damage.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
you still add it to your attack bonus, right? Regardless.
Not
Or is that
sure.
a separate thing? There's a couple different perks
It's
that make
something like
two-weapon
that.
fighting work.
I would know because my other character uses 2 actions.
It's only negative modifiers apply to bonus attack. That's what it says on the player reference. I don't know if that means that you can't have positive modifiers, or what that means.
That is what that means, but I'm not sure under what circumstances that applies, so I'm just going to check in the book. Should be a pretty easy question to answer.
I also don't know if Hunter's Mark affects both attacks.
It does. But I think, yes, I think it just does.
Okay.
Where you just
It
always
says,
get the
yeah,
extra d6.
whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and that is technically 2 attacks.
Yeah, so you can get double the advantage out of that.
That's my plan.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't
when
think
you
this
take
guy's
the
been
attack
hit yet.
action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative. Okay, so the way it works, it's a totally normal attack. You still add your attack bonus.
Okay.
So the roll will be the same. Both weapons have to be light in order for you to do it. So what weapons do you have? Are they short swords?
It's short sword, yeah. Both.
Okay. If they're both short swords, then you're good. You can just make 2 short sword attacks. And because of your two-weapon fighting thing, the damage is the same on both.
Okay, great. So let's do that. I'll do the first attack, which is a +4.
Mhm.
These people aren't undead, are they?
No.
Okay.
They're alive.
Okay.
At least for the moment.
Well, hopefully not much longer. That's a 19 for the first attack.
That's a hit. Why don't you roll for the second attack as well?
Okay.
Just speed things up.
Oh, 14 for the second.
14 is just
attack.
barely a miss. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll all of your damage dice together.
Okay, so that's gonna be a D6 for the weapon, and
That's
then another D6 for Hunter's Mark,
Mhm.
and then add a 4 to all that.
Yeah, pretty good. 12
12.
damage. Nice.
That would have almost killed me.
Yes.
In fact, it would have killed me right now.
Well, you'd be unconscious.
Yeah, it would have taken me out.
Okay. Jinora?
So that, I assume that didn't cause this person to drop our VIP.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's a totally valid point. She should have to make a save for that. So I'm going to have her make a dex save, which she is good at, but we'll see. And that I'll have that dex save be against the weapon attack roll that hit, which was what?
19.
Okay, so she has to beat a 19. She doesn't. She reels from the attack and loses her grip on Irina.
Sweet.
What is Janora gonna do?
I'm gonna try stabbing again.
Okay. That is a miss.
Then I think I'm gonna spend a key point for my bonus action and try for flurry of blows.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see, the first one.
That is a hit. Do you have multiple attacks for flurry of blows?
Yeah, I was gonna think I'll roll them both first before I roll the damage.
Yeah. That is a miss.
Well, I got one hit in.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Nope.
As she reels from Kellen's attack, you take the opportunity to deliver a quick punch. All right.
I use a bonus, or no, I've already used my bonus action. I use my interact to say, try it again.
Talking is always a free action.
Okay.
Unless you, like, deliver a long speech or something.
Well, I guess they say talk is cheap.
Indeed. Alright, she is going to strike back at you, Kellen.
They really don't like me.
I know, I'm over here stabbing and punching, and he's like, no. Fuck
Yeah,
you in
you're-
particular.
You're like hacking limbs off, and they're like, no, let's hit the little skinny dude.
She rolled a nat 20, so that's an automatic hit.
Alright.
Basic NPC, it's not a crit.
Okay.
You take 9 slashing damage.
I mean, these people have been extremely successful at all their things. So
She's then going to attack Janora.
Oh boy.
And against Janora, she rolls a... what is it? She rolls a 10.
Nope.
yeah.
Janora is
fine.
too short and ducks under the scimitar strike.
If your head stood a bit higher from the ground.
Irina now. Okay. Irina is going to attack with her rapier. Finally, she hits 21.
Nice.
Hey.
And then she's going to use disarming attack. So she gets an
Oh.
extra d6 of damage. For a total
Disarm
of
attack.
8. Deals 8 damage. And then the assassin has to succeed on a strength save or drop her scimitar. She is good at strength saving throws. And succeeds. So she's not quite... so she is not disarmed.
Oh.
Her grip is too firm. But Irina gets the satisfaction of having done something useful.
same here.
She is still going to stand her ground. And in fact, she's going to step to the side here in order to box this person in.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
Per the game rules, it wouldn't matter if she didn't do that, but I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
Also, man, I love Symphony of the Night's music. I think I like the music in Symphony of the Night more than I like Symphony of the Night. That game was very frustrating for me. Not the kind of thing I'm good at. Okay. This Vistana is going to keep shooting at Janora. Uh, 17?
Does that?
Ooh.
I think it does.
That would hit me, but I'm a little squishy.
Wait, I might have used the wrong number. It's hard for me to remember my character's, like, stats and stuff. Nope, 17's correct. Is that a hit?
It is.
Okay. Once again, minimum damage. 3 piercing damage.
Nice.
And this one is comfortable with his position, so he's going to stay there. The other one is once again going to attempt to hide. And fails again on an 8. So he's just gonna kind of slink off here, moving at half speed because he's crouching prone. This one is going to continue to exploit its advantageous position and shoot at Kellen.
This is the end.
That's a hit.
Unless they roll a 1.
Kellen takes 6 damage.
Ew. Alright,
And
I'm
is unconscious. Okay, Kellen, you will need to make a death save.
And I assume it's bad if my constitution is -1.
Yeah, I actually forget how death saves work. I think it's just a straight-up constitution check.
I mean, there is a constitution saving throw, which mine is a -1.
It might be a con save, I'm not positive. But it might also just be its own thing. I am going to check before I inadvertently kill your character. $197.
Wonder if it's on this thing. Unconscious. Okay.
I found it.
Oh, this doesn't say anywhere.
It is not, in fact, tied to any particular ability score. You just straight up roll a d20. If it's 10 on a 10 or on a 10 plus, you succeed.
Well, biggest coin flip of this guy's life. All right. 14.
That is
I
one.
live.
That is one pass death save.
Okay.
You should keep track of this. If you pass 3 death saves before you fail 3, then you are reduced to the unconscious state, but you're not dead. If you fail 3, then you're died. You're dead.
I see.
I think the way technically the state you're in right now is. Are you unconscious or dying? No, you're unconscious. Oh, right. So the state is stable once you succeed on all three. So you're still unconscious, but you're not dying anymore. Another character who succeeds on a DC 10 medicine check can stabilize you.
Okay. It might be a minute before somebody can do that.
Janora.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab the hell out of her.
Okay.
Especially now seeing Kellen go down. Oh, come on.
Sorry. You were demoralized by your friend falling unconscious. And your aim falters. Are you doing anything else?
I'll use my bonus action for an unarmed strike.
Okay.
At least that one's a hit.
Yes, that is indeed a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. If you want to know, by the way, the assassin is in fact bloodied at this point. Wow, 6 damage. That's impressive.
At this point, just drop that weapon and just start throwing hands.
Most of the damage that's been done to this thing so far has been from Janora's fists.
Yeah.
Seeing that Kellen is unconscious, she's now going to attempt to drop you. So, Janora, you need to contest strength. This is an athletics check. She continues to roll really well on that. 22.
That's athletics for me too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Ah, there it goes. Yeah.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Man, I feel really bad about having this fail because you rolled a nat 20. So I'm just gonna say, you know what, that's fine. You're good. You managed to stand your ground and not become incapacitated.
Okay.
Instead, she's going to use her second action to just attack you, and she missed. Well, given that she's been unable to stop you from doing anything, she's just going to retreat this way. This would provoke an attack of opportunity if you care to use it.
For me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna try stabbing at her while she's moving. Apparently, yes. Tonight I am 10.
Roll a 9.
Yep.
Not so good. Okay. Irina is going to use her fancy footwork ability to take a disengage bonus action. That'll allow her to move to this position without provoking an attack of opportunity. Whoa. She's then going to attempt to stabilize Kellen.
Oh, how nice.
She passed on a 13. Kellen is now stable.
Cool.
So you don't have to make death saves anymore, and as soon as you recover at least 1 hit point, you'll be conscious again.
Alright.
This Vistana is going to shoot at Janora. I rolled a 9. Pretty sure that's a miss. Also moving up to assist his friend. This Vistana is going to try once again to hide. And rolls a nat 1. This is the least stealthy scout ever. The other Vistani glare at him in his totally inept attempt to conceal himself while making as much noise as possible.
You'll never expect that.
While desperately, grasping at his horrible open wounds. But still. This one is going to take the ready action in order to shoot at Janora once she has clear line of sight through Irina. Kellen is unconscious. Janora. Irina glances towards you in a moment of break in the fighting. What do you think? Stand and fight or grab our friend and make a run for it? Either way, I'm with you.
I think we need to run. I don't think this is a fight we can win. And our top priority is keeping you safe, so...
I appreciate it. And I want you to know I'll have your back all the way. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna just help grab Kellen and try to get the hell out.
I'm going to allow you to carry me.
You're unconscious, you have no choice in the matter.
But I'm allowing it. Subconsciously.
Okay. So, Janora, you pick up Kellen's incapacitated body.
Hopefully we can get away.
Yeah. We gotta roll for that, or just...
So, if you want to escape, you can either, run off the map edge in such a way where, they can't catch up to you. Another option would be, if you can find cover, you could use the hide action in order to evade detection, and then sneak out that way.
Yeah. I guess I think hiding would probably be the smarter choice. Where can I go? Over there.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. So this structure that looks like an old barn or stable or something, it's mostly shuttered, and you can't see the inside, but you can see that in this area there's an old rotting door, so you could go in that way.
Yeah, I think that's where it's gonna go.
Okay.
We're kind of still in the middle of a big oil fire.
That's only in, like, this immediate area. It's pretty dark outside there.
Okay.
Okay. I would like you to make a stealth check, Janora.
Oh, hell yeah.
What you got? A natural 20 again?
Nice.
How many 20s have we had today?
If only you were getting those while you were punching things or stabbing things.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm gonna say Irina follows you, since this was kind of your idea together. And following your lead, you and she duck in behind the door of this structure and get out of sight of the rest of the bandits. After a few tense moments, you hear them arguing with each other, and the leader shouts to the others to stop screwing around and search this place. They can't have gotten far. You can't see where they are at the moment. What would you like to do?
I would like to dream peacefully.
Does Janora have any healing potions on her?
If
I
not,
don't believe so.
I have some in my inventory if she is aware of that. Oh wait, do I? I think I do. Crap. Maybe not. I don't remember. Never
It's
mind.
possible
Maybe
you
I
do.
don't. I don't see it in my equipment.
Does either of you have inspiration?
I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think we all lost it.
I mean, this card is here, but I don't know if that means...
Is it flipped to
have
the
it.
inspiration side?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if that's because you told me I got one, or I was just looking at it and left it there.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I think if any of us had inspiration, it would be people that aren't here.
Oswin and Vesper both have the card flipped down, implying they've used it. So I think actually you and Kellen both do have inspiration. And if one of you would like to spend inspiration, we could just rule that Irina has a potion of healing on her. Actually, it would be Kellen's inspiration to spend.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for me to spend mine for this since it benefits me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Small.
How much does that heal for? Check.
For some reason I can't. There it goes. Okay, now it's flipped.
Irina reaches into her pack in a moment in your waiting, and hands Janora a small, unmarked glass bottle. Here, give this to Kellen.
Alright, thank you. And I'll give Kellen the potion.
Don't mention it, we'll need him. Wow, max healing. Kellen heals 8 hit points.
Damn.
Oh. That's almost half my health.
Mm-hmm. Hello? I think I accidentally disconnected my microphone.
I don't know why it's so low. It's probably what happens when you have a -1 con.
I mean, it still ranges, what, a 1d10?
Oh, can you not hear me?
I can now.
Oh, okay. Good. Sorry. It must have fixed itself.
I feel like even with the -1 modifier, you'd still probably have more than that. But maybe not. I don't remember what the starting health would be.
We resolved this in the first session. Kellen's health is not, like, abnormally low. It's lower than average because of his negative con score, but both you and Allister have abnormally high HP for your level.
Oh yeah, no, I know ours is higher. I just wasn't sure. I knew it was probably on the lower side, but I wasn't sure.
Kellen's HP is
At
on the
least
low
for level
side, but
3.
it's not totally unreasonable. You didn't make accounting mistakes.
This is the life I chose.
Okay, is there anything else you guys would like to do while you're waiting for these assassins to find you or not?
I assume I'm still out.
No, you're conscious now. You come to just barely, and find yourself in a dark, rotting wooden shack. It smells heavily of animal waste.
Nice. Well, it'll cover our scent, I guess. If they can smell us.
I think we'll just be like hunkering down, keeping guard, waiting to see if they leave or not.
Alright, well... Can we still hear them?
Make a perception check.
Alright. Wait, is my perception 5 or a... It is 5, okay. Oops. Forget that. Or ignore
Can't roll
that.
a 0.
That is a 24.
Wow. Yes, you can actually hear them milling around outside. The 4 of them seem to be slowly working their way across this abandoned farm, not particularly systematically. And, after a moment, you hear one of them getting closer to this building. From the footsteps, you can tell that whoever it is limping horribly.
Okay. So... I'm going to attempt to Well, they may not be close enough to hear me whispering, so I'll just whisper. One is coming here right now. So I wonder if we can somehow, like, silent, Metal Gear Solid this.
Kind of sneak out.
Well, if anything, I think the wrong answer is definitely Janora's gun.
I don't know, are you sure?
I don't know, do you have a silencer? On this revolver?
Silenced revolver.
By the way, the more you know about guns, the more ridiculous that concept becomes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Although it is possible. The Soviets designed one.
Oh, if anybody would, yeah, I'm sure.
It was, of course, the KGB, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly the people you'd think who would want one of those.
Okay. Well,
You think we should try to sneak out?
I can run now. If we go while they're scattered, we have a better chance. And then we'll have safety in camp. Hopefully Allister made it back. But we'll just have to go in a larger group to find him now that we know we're being hunted.
If you think you can do it, then let's go.
All right. One is on his way, so we have to go now. Unless we can distract him somehow, but I don't have a way to do that, I don't think. I can technically disguise myself. I could disguise myself as Irina and distract them.
What?
But then I don't know how I would get back.
So, do you have a disguise kit?
It's a spell.
Oh, right,
You
disguise
spell
self.
I have a disguise kit.
Oh, no.
I'm not. This is Kellen's idea.
Oh, no.
So- No, we're not going to do that. I think I would rather cast the fog cloud to cover our escape.
Ah, yeah, that is a much more sensible solution.
Even though it's pitch dark.
Don't mind me. It is me, Strahd, you see. Nothing to see here. Also, I
I came
dropped my
here
dice.
personally to tell you. I came here personally to tell you, good job. Your work here is done. Let's go. All right, so fog cloud is.
By the way, so you
casting
know,
time.
Strahd does not, in fact, talk like the Count from Sesame Street. You haven't. I don't think you've heard him talk yet, but no, you have, and he does not talk like that. I'm just assuming that was your character's impression of him in my head.
Yeah, because Janora shot off his hand, and
Yeah.
it grew back. So yeah, I think I want to cast fog cloud around this area. It's a 1-action, 20-foot radius sphere of fog. And it'll be heavily obscured.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all there is to it. So,
Okay.
using all my spells today.
Yeah, this is a good idea. So, Kellen, you make the appropriate gestures and whisper a few ancient words. And immediately the room starts to fill with a thick fog, which soon billows out through the cracks in the rotting walls and envelops this whole area. Seeing your chance, you make a break for it. Push the door open as quietly as you can, and the three of you run out through the fog. Make a stealth check with advantage. Whoever's best at it.
Not me.
I will do it then.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 was your advantage roll. Sweet.
You tread lightly for a moment as you walk through the fog cloud, keeping your wits about you to make sure that you're going in the right direction along the road. Once you leave the fog, you find yourselves well outside the area of the farm, and you immediately make a break for it, running hard into the wind, allowing it to disperse the fog towards your pursuers. And after a few frantic moments, you finally reach an area in the road where the farm is far behind you, and you take cover among the trees until the Vistani assassins disperse, giving up their search.
Oh, what time is it about now?
It's still the dead of night.
Dang, okay.
Make a survival check. Or does your character have a perk that lets you know what time it is? I know there's some things that do that.
It's more that I can't get lost, except for magical means.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
So,
neat. Now that I know that, I will factor that in.
I'm not sure where is that here? It's somewhere here. I don't know where.
Make a survival check in any case.
That is a natural 1.
It's dark.
Oh, boy.
It's dark o'clock.
Dark o'clock. Okay. I mean, I can't really blame myself for being almost dead recently.
Yeah, you weren't sure how long you were unconscious.
Yeah, I think that is perfectly sensible to get a 1 for this, because I'm like, was I out for a whole day? Now it's the next night, or?
It's Barovia. It all looks the same.
Yeah, I don't even know where I am. I woke up in a building I don't remember. All right, so who knows? I think we should head back to camp and tell the others what happened, and then perhaps even abandon the whole camp altogether and go search altogether, because it's too dangerous with just us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, having escaped the bandits, I'm going to award partial experience. This group of 3 earns... Uh, 200 experience, but divided 3 ways. I'll make it 180 then. So you'll each get 60.
All right. I have never tracked experience points. I assume someone else is doing that.
It was Sabine, if she's still here. I assume it was Sabine. It would be entirely in character if it was Sabine. It might be somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did say that she was doing it, but I don't know if.
So that's how much for each of us?
You each get 60. Irina would also get 60 once I bother writing her character sheet.
Okay, so we can just like put in the party chat 60 for the 2 of us, and she can deal with it later.
Yes. Or right now, if she feels like doing party accounting while on vacation. but somehow I doubt it.
Your
Wouldn't
XP
put it
should be
past her.
2670 size.
2670 for the total?
Yeah, out of everything we've earned so far. Adding the safety, we were at 2610 before.
Oh. So, at level 3, I still have 900 written down.
Yeah, we've gained.
Yeah, you gained a lot from having killed Walter.
Okay.
That's an encounter where part of the design was you're maybe expected to try and run away from it.
Huh. Okay.
Certainly you're expected to run away from that if you play that module while you're at 2nd level, the way you're supposed to.
Oh. So we're still level 3, right?
At the moment you were level 3, yeah.
Okay.
I would be surprised if you were level 3 for very much longer.
We're really close, just a couple hundred off.
Is that so?
Okay.
Okay. You probably would have leveled up if you'd actually killed all these people.
Yeah.
That would have been hard. They were just... Yeah, I mean, they were hitting all their shots, too. And we were missing... Well, I was missing mine.
There were some unfortunate misses there. This is
But
why I think that a party of 3 is such a big disadvantage compared to a party of 4. More so than a party of 4 is compared to a party of 5. Like,
Yeah.
only having 3 characters means that if anybody misses an attack or screws up, that's hugely going to disadvantage you. Until you get to the level where you practically never fail at anything, and it becomes a matter of like action management and choosing a good strategy as opposed to depending on dice. But you're still definitely at the level of play where like dice rolls matter a lot to whether you succeed.
Yeah.
And like the difficulty of
be.
that is magnified the fewer players there are. Just by law of averages.
Right. Yeah,
It's
even just...
lower number of players and lower level play is much swingier than higher number of players or higher level play. And that's partly because at higher levels, almost everybody gets multiple attacks, and those who don't generally get attacks that can't miss. Like, wizards never get multi-attack, but you do always get spells like Acid Arrow or Fireball or something where maybe you don't deal as much damage, but you can't miss. And then most other characters get, like, multiple attacks. So you're rolling multiple
and that's
dice.
when Monk gets fun.
Yes.
But it's surviving to get to level 5, that's the grind.
Yep. You do at least get ASIs at level 4, or feats if you prefer. So you'll have a little bit of stuff to play with. Alright, anyway, the 3 of you, bruised and battered, managed to make your way slowly through the darkness back towards your camp. On making your way back, you find no sign of Allister, and he is still gone when you return. The others are at first concerned when they only see 3 upon getting back, and then even more concerned at seeing the state of you.
Did Arena even take any damage?
No.
I don't... Yeah, Steve's probably looking okay, but yeah. Janora's got an arrow in her, and I've got some arrows in me. Also, I was almost dead. So, yeah, we'll probably have to hopefully pick this up when we have everybody to go out on a revenge mission.
Yes, this is where we'll break between sessions.
Wow. We'll be keeping a close eye on Allister from now on.
Now Caleb's gonna be extra paranoid. It'll be great.
Yeah. Alright. Well, cool deal. Glad we made it out. I was
Yeah, you survived
about
somehow.
about 40% thinking I was gonna die.
I mean, it was entirely
Making it out.
possible. You made at least one death save. I didn't fudge the roll, by the way. Like, if she really did roll a 13, if she'd failed that roll, then you just don't get stabilized, and you waste an action,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things get tenser.
At least you get to do some two-weapon fighting. That's always fun. Although I never quite liked how it works exactly. Just 'cause, like, balance-wise, I get it, but just narratively, imagining having to attack once and then you're just holding the sword in the other hand that you don't have to use.
Yeah, I realized how much better I am at that than shooting.
Well, yeah, you took two-weapon fighting as your fighting style. Of course you're good at it.
Yeah. The model I made, he's holding two swords.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to send that to you now before I forget.
Thank you.
But if I find a way to rescue that, I have to figure out how to log in and all that.
If you made it while you were logged in on Hero Forge, it should save to your account by default.
Yeah, I just forgot my...
If you weren't logged in, it might not save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're logged in, usually Hero Forge remembers like the last thing you were working on.
Yes.
I have to remember my login. I forget my login for it. Yeah. Don't remember. Did I sign in with Google? Did I?
All right. Well, while you're sorting this out, I'm going to call it on the stream. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you probably next week. So next Sunday, I'm going to be driving back up from New Jersey, and I don't know when I'll be back here. Although it will almost certainly be in time to run this. We'll see.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Good night, everybody.
All right. See ya.